Hi, welcome back for another sublimation video. It's part of my sublimation series I've been doing lately. And I'm really excited about today's video because I recently just picked up the Cricut Mug Press. So today's video, I'm going to show you a few tips how you could sublimate your own mugs with the Mug Press. So I have my image printing out right now on my sublimation printer. I'm just going to go ahead and turn my Mug Press on. So all you have to do is press the button. So right now it's orange, but when it's warmed up, the light will turn green. And the thing that I like already about the Mug Press is you don't have to worry about the time, the temperature, or the pressure. The design I'm using today just finished printing. I don't know if you could see on the camera. Let's see if I could get it in closer. But there is a light line that I added here in Silhouette Studio. And then I also added a line across here just so I know where to trim the paper to help with lining it up on the mug. So the Mug Press just beeped at me and the light is green, so that means it's warmed up and ready to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my mug that I'm going to be using today, and I'm using these Cricut mugs. You don't have to use Cricut brand mugs with the Mug Press. I mainly just picked it up because it was convenient. I was already at Joann's getting the Mug Press. Just make sure if you order mugs that they fit the dimensions for the Mug Press. So these are the 12-ounce mugs. So next I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and make sure that my mug is clean. I know some people, they just use a lint roller, so whatever you prefer. Okay, now I'm ready to place my design onto the mug. I have the handle facing me, so I'm just going to take my paper here and wrap it around the cup. You want to make sure that your paper is snug. So I have it set up where when the paper is touching the handle on both sides, then I'll know that my image is centered. That looks good. And then the image, I did it 3 inches by 3 inches. So I'm just going to take some heat resistant tape now and secure this in place. You will just want to take a piece of heat-resistant tape that is the same height of your cup just to make sure that your paper is really secure. If it moves around, that could cause ghosting. And now, since I did put this paper close to the handle, it's making it a little more difficult to get it taped, but this will work just fine. I also found it helps if you put a piece of tape on the top just to make sure that the top is snug against the mug. But when you apply the tape, you want to make sure that the tape isn't over any of the image because that will cause it to heat unevenly possibly. Next, you're going to want to cut a piece of butcher paper that are the same dimensions as the cup, and then pull that tight and secure it in place with some tape. I'm just going to pull this tight on the other side, tape it down. And the butcher paper is going to protect your heat press. Okay, now the mug is ready for the Mug Press. Now when you put the mug in the Mug Press, you're going to want to put it at a slight angle. And then we're going to press this lever down here to close it, and then just line the handle up again to make sure it's straight. Now if we look at it from this angle, you can see that the mug is completely up against the press, so that's great. So now there is 5 lights. I'm going to wait for the light to get to the ends, and then it will beep at me and I will be ready to remove the mug. Okay, so I'm just going to lift this up like such. Now be careful, the mug is going to be very hot, but the handle really isn't even warm. So this is a great time if you have some heat resistant gloves. I don't, so I think now is the great time that I invest in some. But I'm very impatient, so I'm going to see if I can just take some tweezers and go ahead and remove all the paper now. Just being careful not to burn myself. There we go. It's definitely easier when you just wait for it to cool down, but that takes at least like 10 minutes. So I just want to be able to show you right now on the video. This is how the mug turned out. It says fishing dad, like a regular dad but cooler. And so the image is on both sides, and I thought that's nice. That way if you're left or right-handed, the image will always be facing out. So I think that the mug press just makes it really convenient to be able to do the sublimation mugs. You just have to put it in the press, and then you could, walk away and work on something else. And I like that you don't have to worry about the pressure. It does all that for you. And so far I'm really enjoying it. So thanks so much for watching today's video. Bye.